Hey guys, how's it going? VCHD here and welcome back to another brand new career mode video on the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the under-20 England squad that has recently just won the World Cup against Venezuela last Sunday. Here we do have the team ready for a World Cup tournament to see if they can do it again in FIFA 17. So we have most of the team. There's only 18 players out of the 22 that are actually in FIFA with their own players. So we've gone ahead and added them in. We've created a little World Cup mini game to see how the team does without the actual official squad. And you can see they get off to a great start there against Australia, winning 2-0. Calvert-Lewin and Connolly with the 2 goals. And you could have seen that there was Fraser Forster and another two players in there. Just wanted to keep them in so we don't have too short of numbers and we don't have to forfeit games and stuff like that, so we can always fill the subs bench. But we do go start the tournament again because we just ended up getting smashed. So we did a bit of an easier group here. We come up against Australia again. We'll see how we're going. The team is looking well. Cook, one of the best players. Solanke did win the golden ball in real life, so hopefully he gets increased potential in FIFA 18. Calvert-Lewin getting a yellow card there. It's a very slow game here against Australia in the World Cup I've put on here. But in the second part of this little career mode video, we're going to put them into career mode to see if they can win the Premier League or survive, or see how they'll go in the Premier League. We do end up losing 1-0 against Australia there. Cahill with the goal, probably another header, and you know the corner flag probably got punched in. Here we come up against the Netherlands again. I know we're not going to make it out of the group, so I'll just quickly sim this game. Depay, Tonustra, I don't even know who that is. They get on the score street along with Quincy Proms, and we end up getting smashed 4-0 there. So it's going to be a bit harder than I thought to get out of the group. But we come up against the old enemy Wales, and they do end up winning that one 2-1. Cook getting one of the goals there, as you can see. These old players on the bench, Walker, Heaton and Forster, are just there to keep the numbers up. I'm not using them in the team whatsoever. And as you can see there, we're going into another tournament to see if we can get out of this group stage, which we seem to not be able to get out of. And we're here changing up the formation, giving the captaincy to Cook, the captain in real life for the England under-20s. He did lift that trophy, as you can see in the thumbnail. We come up against Australia again. Hopefully we can get a cheeky goal or so, but Lecky opens the scoring for Australia and we end up drawing. The Everton man, Calvert-Lewin, gets a cheeky little goal at the end to tie things up. And we do see off the Netherlands again with another 4-0 defeat to them, and we come up against the old enemy Wales. If we win this and Australia lose against the Netherlands, we might be able to go through, but we'll see how we go against Wales. Gareth Bale and his men, even though he's on the bench, we'll see how we go. And then after this, we're going to see how they will perform in career mode and see their growth throughout the season. Solanke opens the score and finishes it, but sadly, we do get knocked out as Australia did draw against the Netherlands. But as Southampton, we've put them all in the Southampton team with some help from Marcus Rashford. I know he wasn't in the under-20 squad, but he is 19. Even though he's represented the senior squad, he's not supposed to be in this squad, but trying to get a bit of help because I know it's going to be really, really tough, but hopefully it doesn't make that much of a difference. Here's the squad report. As you can see, a lot of young English talent. The future is very bright for England in the World Cups and the Premier League. So ignore those loan players and all the actual Southampton players that I've kept there, because they're just so we don't have to forfeit games and stuff, because there's not many under-20 England players in here. And I accidentally stopped at December, but we're going to have a look at how the team is doing before the January transfer window and see if we can maintain this position in the Premier League. And we are rock bottom of the Premier League, not even out of the relegation zone. Haven't even got double digits of points in the Premier League. We've only won 1 game, drawn 6 and lost 6 games. Not looking very bright for Southampton, or the under-20 squad as I should say. We're only 2 points out of the drop zone. So if we could get some cheeky wins on the board, we'd be safe. But this team is not doing it. Solanke and Rashford. Rashford's got a bit of form, but we're planning on changing the team up here, trying to see if we can make changes in order for them to survive until our next simulation, which is going to be May, the end of the season, to see if the boys do survive in the Premier League. It's going to be a relegation dogfight we have ourselves here. So we're going to see if they do survive the second half of the Premier League season, as we're going to sim to the last game against Stoke City and see how we perform in the second half. Hopefully we do survive and we don't go down and probably get fired as manager. But we've landed on the last day of the season up against Stoke. We did lose 1-0 to Liverpool, unfortunately. 3-0 to Middlesbrough. So it'll be interesting. And we do survive 17th in the Premier League. 37 points. We did end up having a mad second run to the season, surviving by 5 points in the end. Even if we lose our last game against Stoke, we will still be safe from the drop. Burnley, Bournemouth and Sunderland all going down to the Championship. And the under-20s do have what it takes to survive in the Premier League, it seems. And hopefully they'll go on to win it one day, if I simulate it for that long. But we just wanted to see if they could survive in the Premier League, because this squad is really low rated and inexperienced. As you can see there, the stats of the players and how they grew throughout the season. Some having some really good growth spurts here with +3s and 4s everywhere across the board. Maitland-Niles there. Lewis Cook, one of the standout players for the future for Bournemouth. Such a great player he was in the under-20 tournament. Ojo there, rapid player, as well as Josh Onoma from Spurs. A lot of diversity here. We got a lot of Everton, Spurs, Chelsea players that have broken into this under-20 team. Marcus Rashford, he did play a big part in that relegation season, the relegation fight. As I could say, he did get 11 goals there. But he is under-20, so he does technically classify for this team. Wood there, getting a few games. Harry Chapman also doesn't get any goals or assists, but he did get some game time for him. So everyone's grown positively. Konza there from Charlton did make a few appearances in the actual World Cup in real life. Kieran Dow from Everton did get himself a cheeky 3 goals and 4 assists, showing some great growth there. Maybe the next Ross Barkley on the cards, who knows. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, the Evertonian, he did score in the Under-20 World Cup against Venezuela, which won them the game and allowed them to win that glorious trophy, the first World Cup since 1966 for England. Adam Armstrong, 71 rated, did get himself a couple of good goals in the Premier League, sees himself at a 3 overall increase and a 71 rated. Here are the lone players, which of course did not play this season, didn't have an impact on the team. And we're going to sim our last game versus Stoke City, see how the team is going. We know we've survived, we're just going to have a quick little game, dead rubber game, doesn't mean much. We're going to see how the boys do at home against Stoke. And we do end up losing there, 1-0, Roger gets a goal. But if you guys did enjoy, please smack the like button. Thank you guys so much for watching up until now. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video.